everyone, today's fragrance review is on a fragrance by 4160 Tuesdays and it's called Clouds Illusion Eau de Parfum. Clouds Illusion Eau de Parfum. That there is the 50ml bottle and I really love the light blue ribbon, the tag, the metallic detailing on the design. Absolutely love that. So there are several different options in the Clouds range. Clouds was actually part of a crowdfunding project on the 4160 Tuesdays website, and there are eau de parfum and parfum options of Clouds and Clouds Illusion. So we're talking about Clouds Illusion today, and the difference between Clouds and Clouds Illusion is just that the very most expensive ingredients in Clouds Illusion are actually the synthetic option. So if you buy Clouds, then you will get real Narcissus, real Orris, real Vanilla Absolute, amongst a few other things. And obviously in the Illusion, you're getting the synthetic. So it's a great experiment. And what Sarah did, Sarah McCartney, the perfumer, she actually sent a sample of the alternative. So if you bought the Illusion, you got the Clouds Eau de Parfum, and you can then decide for yourself whether it's worth paying all the extra money that you pay for the one with the more naturals. So anyway, I'm not going to get into a comparison because I just want to standalone review Clouds Eau de Parfum. I also have the parfum upstairs, so I'll probably do that separately. So Clouds Illusion Eau de Parfum, there's notes of Narcissus, hay, sandalwood, Orris, vanilla, to name but a few. There's citrusy notes, I can't remember what they are, but so let's spray it because I'm not wearing anything just yet, and I've just undone the bow accidentally. I haven't sprayed it yet. I've just had my shower, ready for my last night shift out of 4, so it's my last 12-hour night shift. I have to be honest, I'm feeling quite jaded. I'm not really my usual vibrant self at the moment. Just feel a little bit yucky, don't really know why, just not, I feel a bit run down, and maybe nights aren't helping. So I'm going to spray some in my hair because I like to do that. I like to spray a lot because it's quite a light fragrance, so you can get away with that. And I feel I'm spraying a lot of more of my perfume. I've always been a heavy sprayer, but I'm spraying more because I just have so much, so why not? Particularly if it's something very inoffensive like this is. So let's go on this wrist as well. I like to spray that part of the hand and that as well. Then it's easy reach at any point you want to have a surreptitious smell. It's there. So when you first spray Clouds, you will notice immediately the Sunshine Accord. Sunshine is a very citrusy opening. It's definitely more of your lemon bergamot type scent, not so much orangey. I don't think it's orangey. It's very, very zesty, almost limey, bergamoty, lemony, but quite bright and zingy. You can really smell the bergamot actually, it's gorgeous. I think she uses natural bergamot in both variants. It does smell very natural, the citrus opening. It is like citrus peels, so it's quite tart. Underneath it, you can already smell the dark clouds, and this fragrance is based on the song by Joni Mitchell, Both Sides Now I think it's called, and it's kind of about how you can look at things from two sides, whether it be the weather or love. And so it's like the happiness, I guess, would be your sunshine, but then you've also got some grey clouds resting underneath, and you can actually smell them just making their presence known, but they're in the distance at the moment. They're just about just in your vision, but at the moment you still got that bright sunshiny opening. The dark clouds accord is kind of I think the orris, because orris can be very melancholic, quite a sad, introspective type of smell. It can be powdery like clouds, and it can kind of come off a little bit earthy and metallic like you would get when it rains and hits the earth almost. But this has definitely got some sweetness to it, so it's not just a bitter citrus opening, it has a sweetness to the citruses. It doesn't smell like the vanilla's coming through quite yet, although I think it is intermingled with the orris to create a kind of fluffiness, but the sweetness feels like it's coming from the citrus fruits. It's a beautiful balance at the moment, but the citruses are in control. They're definitely the main player at the moment. So I think I'm going to leave it there because I better get ready for work, and I'll come back with some more thoughts in a bit. So a little work toilet update for you. The fragrance has now been on my skin for a good 3 to 4 hours, and what's happened is the citrusy sort of bergamot lemony opening has really calmed right down. It just gently calmed down on my skin, and it's still there. It's blended in now with this fluffy irisy vanilla type base that's coming through. So I'm not getting any major twists and turns here. It is just gently deepening on my skin. It is performing very similarly to the Parfum, which I forgot I've already reviewed, so I'll link the review for the Parfum. I think it's pretty much doing the same thing as the Parfum in that I'm getting a mineral, slightly minerally yet sweet and resinous, fluffy, powdery vanilla iris concoction. That's really lovely. Now it's the same irisy concoction that you notice in the beginning, but the iris just intensifies the longer it's on your skin, and the lemony bergamot opening, that just gets slowly less intense, but it is certainly still there now, but the irisy fluffy vanilla thing is definitely the stronger component now. It's really beautiful. I actually got a compliment from my colleague when I came in. I took over from him at his desk. He wasn't stood that close to me, but he just said, oh, that's a nice perfume. So definitely a crowd pleasing fragrance. I don't know there's too much more to add really. It's got a note of chocolate, but I'm not sure that I get that too much, although that might be something to do with the vanilla that I'm smelling. So I think we'll leave it a little bit longer and I'll come back to you in a little bit. So here's my final update. Sorry for the noise. Oh, here comes the cat. Sorry for the noise. It's raining and I'm in the conservatory, but here's the final update. I am now home. It's just gone 7 AM and the fragrance has lasted over 13 hours, and I'm not joking. She looks very interested. This little perch is where she likes to come and sit, but because it's a bit dark, here she comes. She's headbutting me, sweetie. So this has lasted 13 hours, and what I noticed about the dry down is it got more like a gourmand fragrance in that it became, the chocolate note started to become a little more evident. So it always kept this kind of powdery, resinous, fluffy, musky feel all the way through, but I wasn't really noticing the chocolate for the first good few hours. It was only in the far dry down, the lemon bergamot opening had really calmed down, and that was when I realised it started to smell a little more like something slightly edible. It was never ever even close to being too sweet. It's only a hint of sweetness really, and the vanilla's only quite subtle in here. I wouldn't describe this as a vanilla fragrance at all. There's vanilla in the dry down, but it is completely at ease and comfortable with all the other notes, the fluffy musks, the orris, the sandalwood. It all just come together to create this mildly edible, beautiful dry down that is absolutely stunning. I can't believe that I blind bought this and I love it as much as I do. I really, really enjoy this fragrance. I love the opening, which I've just resprayed on my arm just to remind me. I love the bright opening, but the fact that you can smell the depth of the base that's to come, even right from the opening, I really like that. And then the dry down, it just gets fluffier and richer and more interesting the longer you wear it. So I really, really enjoy this one. Clouds Illusion Eau de Parfum. I don't have too much more to say on it. I need to get to bed. Sweet is washing herself. Aren't you? Yeah. She looks grumpy, but she's not. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.